We pump those profits back into the profit cycle to generate even more profits. And I know what you're going to say. Profits? Yes, Stan. You're soaking in them.
Hey everybody, how's it going? This is your boy ExtrmWill with Extreme Tech. We're going to do another salad video. This is what my 28 rigs are earning right now on salad. I still have one rig down from Hurricane Milton. I haven't been able to get it turned back on. The motherboard is in the mail to come in to see if I can start troubleshooting, to see what's wrong with it. I'm pretty sure it's the motherboard because I'm pretty sure it was the motherboard when I built that rig. It's real finicky, and so we'll see what happens here. I was supposed to be here yesterday, but because of the hurricane, it's going to take until Friday. So I should get it in a couple days. Should be able to get up and running and start troubleshooting it here pretty soon. So, but we are at 28 rigs. And so let's see here. So if we look at this for the last 24 hours, it looks like the low point would be 25 cents for every 15-minute block, and the high point is 48 cents for every 15-minute block. Wow, so that's almost, is that really almost double? That is some swing. That's some real big swing. It definitely looks like it's trending in the right direction. The last 24 hours, I made $33 and 75 cents. So overall, like, I'm pretty happy anything with like $30 to $40. Right now, it says it's making about 44 cents every 15 minutes. So I just went through and I added all of them up, and it told me they were all making $36.86, and we'll get into this when I get into all the machines. It's not showing my very first machine still. It is fully updated, but that 4090, I'm gonna have to put a ticket in on that. This is one I put a ticket on before too. When they went to the new pay scale, it was telling me that it was making like $9 a day when it was on a $4 a day job. So I didn't put any tickets in before because I got too lazy and got too busy with the hurricane, and I've been really busy. I need to put a ticket in on it though. But it does look like when we go into the machines, my earnings should be correct. Looking at this, because if I believe I added it up during this, so for that, if I was making 42 cents for that 15-minute block, that should turn out to being, is that like $41 for the entire day, which would be this $36.86 plus the $4 from the one machine that's not showing. So we should be able to actually look at this and see what it is, which I haven't been able to do in quite a while because salad's been a mess. So it looks like they fixed some of it, but just not all of it yet. So, so we'll see how all that goes. If we look at the last 7 days, so this is still the power still off from the hurricane, from Milton. This is the power started to come back on from Milton. This is I lost power again while they were replacing another transformer in the neighborhood. So this would be my first actual full day being back on from the hurricane. And then you can see slowly the so this one is, people can't read, this is about $6, $7.80, $15.10, $21.43 or 44 cents, $31.46. So this is actually like a real day. And then right now, this looks like this might easily be 30 to 40 bucks, because it looks like I'm actually, now it looks like, let's see, this is, if it stays at this 44 cents for the 15-minute block, it should be, nope, it already fell off. So we're already going to see not as many jobs. Because now it's down to 40 cents, period. So now it's down to about $40 a day. So some of the jobs I was looking at earlier are already, they either finished or the Chrome Remote Desktop closed them out. I don't know if there's a bigger issue now with Chrome Remote Desktop crashing jobs, but Chrome Remote Desktop, it's been confirmed multiple places. I've heard the developers say it, and I think it was Joker in my last one was commenting. I don't know what I'm hearing. Oh, I know what I'm hearing beeping. Let me turn the volume down. All of them that need to still update. I should have this right for who it was who said that. Joker Miner 1 was talking to me about it in the comments. That yeah, Chrome Remote Desktop is definitely crashing sale jobs. I don't think it does it a lot. I don't have a better way to monitor. I'm not going back to... I don't have the LCD screen here on the desk anymore. I don't know what I did with it. I'm not going back to the little small LED screens. It would be such a giant waste of money to buy all the extra LCD screens I would need, and then all the extra electricity they're going to burn. Like, just one or two isn't really that many, but if you start talking about running 30 LED screens, it's just a waste of electricity. If it crashes the job, it'll crash the job until they get a better monitoring system. And if we look at the last 30 days, we can see here, all going pretty good. Hurricane, pretty good. Really bad hurricane. So, yeah. Overall, I gotta say, I was definitely getting pretty discouraged in right here. With the hurricane, got some extra expenses. Not having this whole little side hustle going on. Definitely hurting a little bit, but it looks like it's recovering and coming back. We're coming back from the hurricane. There's the lights coming up here on the other end of the tunnel. So, alright, let's get into the machines. So we have not done this in a bit, so we're at 28 machines right now. So I have two 20 cores on the X99 board, server style, and then let's see, this is a 16 core Threadripper, and then I have 12 right now. I have 12 because one of these is down. 12 of the X99 server motherboards with the 12 core. These are basically the BC/PC.com combo kits. They're really nice if you're trying to get started in this. It's a cheap, easy way to do it. I bought 7 of them from Brandon Coin. They're nice. I like them quite a lot. It's a really, really good way to go for this. I had this all set up kind of to be able to pivot, and right now I don't see any reason why I couldn't pivot with these, even though I haven't pivoted because I'm lazy and I just don't see anything else really being worth my time right now. And then I have a 12-core Ryzen chip in a PC, and then there are 4 8-core PCs and 5 6-core PCs and 3 4-core PCs, and we can see the one here that is currently offline. I did switch the graphics cards that were in these because this was a 4060 Ti here that was offline. So I'm like, why don't I put the 3060 in there and put the 4060 Ti in the working one. So the 4060 Ti, so they're going to be, when this one comes back on, they're going to be in a slight different order. Not that I think anyone's really going to notice, but this is a kind of tinkering I would definitely recommend. If you have a machine go down, put the junk card in it and then put the better card in another one. I should probably put this 3060 in one of these 3070 rigs, but I don't even want to do that because I want it on that X99 board. So, but it should get back up and running here pretty soon. So if we get into this, I already started talking about this. This is the 20 core, 96 gigabytes of memory, RTX 4090. You can tell it is currently on a job because it's using 34.7 gigabytes of memory. So obviously, it is actually running and doing something. 18% GPU, 25% GPU usage. So it's one of these things that is kind of weird because the Chrome Remote Desktop, if that's the only thing on, you'll get like 10% GPU usage. And then if it's in a job right now it's using 5%. So like it's weird that how it works out when you kind of like look at it just like generically. So it can be kind of hard to tell sometimes, but normally with the memory is the easiest way for me to tell what's going on with it. So, but yeah, this one's in the job. It's in a $4 job right now. I think this one's been picking up and dropping jobs, or picking up and finishing jobs, because I've been checking this machine specifically. I have this one is the only one I have the machine ID actually figured out on, because I pretty much have to, because it's the only one that I can tell for sure will run a job and not be reporting correctly. I do think the rest of them, as I covered in the beginning, are correct and accurate, or as best as I can tell, unless it's reporting on the exact same amount, it's not reporting on all of the rest. So take all this with a giant grain of salt, because salad is amazing. So this next one, another 20 core, 96 gigabytes of memory, RTX 4070 Ti. Let's see. Well, the previous one was fully updated. This one right here, we can tell we're going to be on version 1.6.6, whereas that first one was already fully updated to 1.6.7. I waited till it looked like it wasn't in a job, and then I updated it, hoping it would fix it, and obviously it didn't. I had also, to go back to this one really quickly that's not properly reporting, I uninstalled and reinstalled Salad multiple times. It's not making a difference in whether this is calculating restarting the machine. Isn't making a difference in it reporting. I don't know what I have to do to get this machine to actually report that it's doing a job. I can tell you everything I've tried so far, clearly not working. I needed to fill out a ticket and let them try to patch it in the next updates. Hopefully. Okay, so so this one's still, it's one behind right now for the updates, because it's active in a job. It's 20 core, 96 gigabytes, RTX 4070 Ti, and it's doing $2.62. So this should be oh man, we haven't had to do this in a minute. Is that 4070 Ti? I want to say this is a medium priority. Yeah, this has to be a medium priority job. So definitely not too bad. This machine doesn't tend to run a whole lot. There's not a whole lot of demand for the 4070 Ti's. So this thing doing anything is pretty awesome. That would be a medium tier priority. On to the next one. So this one's on version 1.6.5. So this is 2 versions behind still. This is my AMD Threadripper 1950X, 16 core, 64 gigabytes of memory, RTX 3090. This was the one that was in my office here forever. This is the PC that's on my, what do you call this thing up here in the corner? My profile picture. Yeah, for the channel. This is the PC that's in that. Yeah, I love this PC. So, but yeah, this one's still, it's 2 updates behind. It's making $2.62 on the 3090. So this is going to be another medium priority job. Let's go to the next one. This is version 1.6.6. This is 1 version behind. This is going to be the start of the 12 cores from the Brandon Coin Shop BC/PC.com. The 12 core combo kits. 96 gigabytes of memory, RTX 4090. This one's doing $5.60. One thing I can say too, I've had a lot of people ask me about why my memories are set up kind of weird and funky sometimes. I did see the memory on one of these 4090s get up to 80 gigabytes the other day, which is part of the reason I do have the more in here, especially on the 4090s. Because if it does bloat up sometimes, I just want to make sure it doesn't drop the job. Because if it bloats up and you get too much memory in there, it can crash out your system, and then your system will reset and turn back on, and say it won't be running anymore, or you'll drop the job. So on these ones that are going to do the more expensive jobs, this is a $5.60 job. If the memory is going to bloat up, I really don't want to lose this job. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. So for extra coverage on the more expensive cards, I have more in there. I believe I covered this already. 12 cores, 96 gigabytes, RTX 4090, $5.60. And that's why I have more memory in there. So obviously I'm not going to update anything that's running on a job. Let's go to the next one. This one is fully updated. 12 cores, 96 gigabytes, RTX 4090 on the newest update. It's calculating, and you can tell from looking at the memory usage and CPU. There we go. So saying, yeah, this one looks like it's not showing a whole lot of GPU usage. I wonder if maybe it is in the process of downloading a job. It's not currently running one yet. It is fully updated, so seeing 4090s not running is a little bit hard to swallow sometimes, but it does happen. So, but it is fully updated. So when it gets a job, I guess it gets a job. I believe that is correct, though. Well, what we're seeing there, that is not currently running. So this next one, 12 cores, 96 gigabytes, RTX 4070. This one is just calculating. Boo. On to the next one, 12 cores, 96 gigabytes, RTX 4060 Ti. This one's just calculating. The next one, 12 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3090. This is going to be on version 1.6.6. It's like $2.62. This is a medium tier priority job. And I am not going to update it because it is running. On the next one, 12 core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3090, showing $2.62. This is another medium tier job on the last version. Not going to update it because it's running. On to the next one, 12 cores, 96 gigabytes, RTX 4070 Ti, showing $1.32. So this is going to be the low priority. Oh, that looks kind of hard to swallow too. That is not a lot of money. Ooh. That's okay. I only paid like $1,000 for this card when I bought it, so well, that might not be that bad. Because I think the card was already, well, I don't know if it was halfway paid off. Because I lost all my Caspa. Stupid wallet I had it in. When I tried transferring it out, they sent it to another, they didn't send it to where I told them to send it, and they're like, oh, too bad, everything's final. So if I'd have got that money from all that Caspa on mine, it would have been much closer to being paid off, but probably not. I guess if it just does this for another 1,000 days, yeah, that's all I need. Just 1,000 more days at $1, and it'll pay itself off. Yeah, I bought my 4070 Ti's like right when they came out, when they were still super expensive. So, Let's see. So on to the next one here. Another 12 core, 96 gigabytes, RTX 3090. Running version, so this is going to be on 1.6.6. This is going to be the last one. $2.62. Could be the medium tier, medium priority job. I don't think with the priority pay, it wound up being that bad. Overall, I'd say I think it's a little bit better probably, because I think before they put it in with the 3090s, I was only making like $1.70 on all of them for a long time. So just making more than $1.70 on them seems to be quite a bit nicer. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this next one. Oh no, this okay. The next one's the big 3090. So this is 12 core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3080. This one's just calculating. I believe this one should be on the, yeah, this is a good 3090. So this is 12 cores, 96 gigabytes, RTX 3090 is doing $4.59. So this is the high priority. So this one's pretty nice. So definitely feel like this one's a little bit overachieving. Doing $1.67. So, I mean, when you get that high priority 3090 job, that's definitely pretty nice. Because I don't, I went a long time there. I probably went almost a month without seeing, anywhere near close, anywhere near that from a 3090. So, like when the sale very first started, I was seeing like $4 to $5 on a 3090 occasionally. Half the time they were just calculating. So that's not too bad. You definitely gotta like the high priority jobs when you get them. Alright, next one, 12 core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 4060 Ti. Fully updated is doing $1.16. Ugh, that's a low priority job. So I only need that to do that for, what, for this card would be 300 days to pay it off. I mean, this one's already had a couple days at $5, so it's not too bad. I think I got a good price on this one because I believe this should be the one that I traded in, the 3080. So I think I only paid like $300 for this one. And this should be... Oh wait, no, I switched them around. I don't know if I know which one is which one anymore. This should be the one that I paid $300 for. That one should be the one that I paid full price for. They paid like $450 for. So this one I need this to do this for 450 days. And then this is the one I paid $300 for. So I only need this one to do this for about 100 days. So this next one, 12 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 4060 Ti. $2.62. This is a medium tier priority job. That should be it for the 12 core brain and coin combo kits. And then we get to this next one. Ooh, why is that closed? So this is the last machine I built. Basically, well, I just kind of like cannibalized the one and threw it out in the garage. And this has a bunch of newer parts in it. AMD Ryzen 9 5900X 12 core. This was the cheapest 12 core that I could put in the motherboard I had sitting. 64 gigabytes of memory. RTX 3070 Ti is doing 10 cents. Nice. So yeah, this is the PC we have upstairs that's hooked up to the printer that I now keep running all the time just so I can run Salad and so we can print stuff. Chrome Remote Desktop will only let me have 20 open at a time. So, let's scroll down. Let's then open up the 8 cores. I wonder if it will let me open all of them right now. 8 cores, 6 cores. and 4 cores. A lot of these are the ones I need to be paying more attention to what's going on with them, because if these aren't running, then I need to come up with something to do with them. I may not necessarily leave all these PCs running. My thought is I may like pull some of these out and maybe get like a cheaper graphics card to put in them and just try to sell them. Oh, come on. Oh, I highly recommend doing this too. Take it off there. Take the sound off. I don't like it when it shows it in the banner, because it's super annoying. I don't like it when it beeps at me. So I do highly recommend. I only do it though when it pops up here, because I don't know where to go find that in the actual settings. When it does pop up there, I like turning that stuff off. But I have so many machines running, it's just like, ugh. Okay. So, i7, 8 core, 32 gigabytes, RTX 3060 Ti, doing $1.30. So that's a low priority job. That one, I didn't cover what version it was on. That's 2 versions old, because that's on 1.6.5. This one's fully updated, so this is on 1.6.7. Oh, and it's just calculating. i7, 8 core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3060. Next one, i7, 8 core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3070. It's calculating. Next one, Ryzen 7, 8 core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3070 is calculating. Next one, i5, 32 gigabyte, RTX 3060 Ti is calculating. Yeah, so like, I don't even know what I want to do with any of these. I don't know if these aren't getting jobs because they're on like, they don't have as many cores, because like the core count doesn't really count, or doesn't really matter too much. I don't know if it's just not the demand for the cards right now. I don't know. This one looks like it's running now. i5, 6 core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3060. One version behind, doing $1.92. So this should be a medium priority job. That's not too bad. Next one, Ryzen 5, 6 core. So we're into the 6 core machines. Oh, we're already 2 into the 6 core machines. 64 gigabytes, RTX 3070 Ti is calculating. Next one, i5, 6 core, 32 gigabytes, RTX 3070 is doing $1.30. So this is a low priority job. Ryzen 5, 6 core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3060 Ti is doing $1.30. i7. Oh, this is the old machine. This one right here, I haven't seen this one get a job now in quite a while. This one is definitely starting to push. Maybe 3 weeks without getting a job. i7. It's a 10-year-old i7, 4 core, 16 gigabytes of DDR3. With an RTX 3060. I don't know if this just I don't know if this one just isn't running a job because it's old. I know I'd heard them say they were gonna start trying to do stuff to deprioritize DDR3 memory. I don't know for sure if they actually have yet. I'm thinking they probably have, and that's why this one isn't doing anything. So, I may need to come up with something to do with this one. I don't know what exactly I want to do with it. So I gotta figure it out. I could cannibalize parts of this machine to make a new one. Or I could just pull the graphics card out, buy like a cheaper card off bcpc.com. Just buy the cheapest card I can. Throw it in here. Throw some more old hard drives in here because I have half a petabyte of storage upstairs in totes that I'm not using from Chia anymore. So I could really just like fill this thing up with a bunch of storage space and an old GPU and be like, hey, look at this sweet machine. And I could sell it on, Facebook Marketplace. Or I could just pull everything out and use the parts to build another one. Because I think this actually has a pretty strong power supply. I think this actually has like a 750 or 850 watt power supply for some stupid reason. Because this was my old PC that was in the office before I built Skynet. So, but it doesn't seem to be working anymore. Alright, on the next one, i3, 64 gigabytes of memory, RTX 3070, 4 cores, doing $1.32, so this is a low priority job. And this last one, which is normally my most reliable machine, ooh, it is back to working. i3, 32 gigabytes, 4 core processor, i3 4 core processor, 32 gigabytes of memory, RTX 3080, so doing $1.30, it's a low priority job. So like this one probably is run the most out of all of the machines that I have. It wasn't running there for a little bit there when it lost power. It took a little bit for it to get a new job back up, but when it does get one, it tends to run pretty good. So that's that. What are we at? Am I way over? Oh, not too bad. Right on time. 32 minutes so far. So not too bad. Sale definitely, I think, not looking too shabby right now. So yeah, it looks like we did pick right back up to 43 cents every 15 minutes. So I don't even know if that one job it did drop or two jobs it did drop. If it just turned around and picked another one back up again. So not looking too bad. Not looking too bad at all. Yeah. I think I was going to make a decision by Friday. What is it? Thursday right now, probably? Probably Thursday. I don't even know what day it is. I've worked straight since the hurricane. So, it's been kind of crazy. I guess it hasn't really been that long, though, has it? 7 days? Oh, that's since the power came out. So, I've worked straight since here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, so I'm only at 6 days in a row. I'm going to do 2 more. So it's only going to be 8 days in a row. That's not that big a deal. It feels like more right now. Because it's just a lot of stress and no real comprehension of what's going on around me. Oh, wow. That's dropped off a lot. I haven't looked at that in a while. Last 30 days. Says right now it's only at $873. That was, like, the last time I actually looked at it, that was up to, like, $1,300 before the hurricanes came in. So, wow, my last 7 days I've only made $98. Wow. Some of these numbers, I guess I don't really tend to look at all that often, but it's definitely been pretty decent so far. The whole time I've been up and in all this, so I'm thinking I'm probably just going to leave everything on salad and continue to ponder on stuff, but I think it's looking pretty good. I may get up to machine 30. We'll see how this goes with trying to troubleshoot that motherboard and seeing what's good and what's bad and how much I do need to order. So, but yeah, that's the video. So, if you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And I will try to address them probably in the comments and probably in the next video. So, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.